Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Sticky Icky Gardens, baby. How's everybody doing? I'm doing great, and I hope you are too. Alright, guys, my name is Greg, and this is my perpetual growth. As you see, I'm doing something different this time, guys. We have our clones that I put in. They are in the little rapid rooter plugs, and then I just stuck them into some hydrogen rocks in a cup with some holes. I'm watering them twice, once when the light turns on and a few hours before the light turns off. The two front ones are platinum gushers from in-house genetics, and then we have rainbow marker, also from in-house, and then we have utterly strawberry from Soulfire, and then we have from Tiki Genetics. This one's basically re-vegging because I took it when it was in flower, I guess. It just had flipped, so I had it outside, and I've been hitting it with alcohol, make sure there's no bugs on it. I haven't found any, so we're pretty good. But that is Ooze Blizzard number 1 from a little 10-pack hunt I did. And then we have Ooze Blizzard number 2, or 3 right here. And these are Mr. Stinkies. And we have a number 5 and a number 6. And those ones right there are not rooted, but they're looking good. I had them from outside, brought them inside. You guys are looking at a Spider Farmer 4x4 under the SF4000, which is 450 watts, guys. We have it currently set at 30%. We also have 2 Spider Farmer 6-inch oscillating fans, only one of them running at the moment. And as you see, we have the Spider Farmer automatic watering trays. It is gravity wick fed, no power. I do add an air stone to it. And then we also have the inline filter and fan system. And it is all powered by the power strip, which I will go back and let you guys see that. But everything that you see running here is all plugged into the power strip. We have this light, the fan, inline fan, and then the oscillating fan. All of those are hooked up to the power strip, guys. Here is the power strip. This power strip is only 5. They have one that is 10, and it is ran right off of the Spider Farmer app, which I will show here in the corner. Now, as you see, there's only those 2 on, and then this one on right here, which it doesn't need to be on. And you cannot turn it on with your fingers, right? Because it's all ran from the app. You can set it to where you can do that, but I have it so you can't, just in case, you know, someone comes down here and one of my kids touching something where they're not supposed to be. You know how people are sneaky. So I'll give you a better look at how I run this thing, and we'll run through it real quick. Like I said, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This thing's pretty cool though. You could put, if you have a dehumidifier and a humidifier, you can hook them all up to this, right? And you can set it as like humidity control. You can set it as heat and humidity. A whole bunch of different things. It's all on the app. This thing controls it. I also have a smart controller. You see mine is turned off. I'm actually gonna hook this one back up in this tent. That's probably what I'll just actually do that on this video. We'll run everything off of this. So we'll do this, and I'll show you how this runs as well. But we'll set this tent up, and then my next video I will show you how this gets hooked up, because I'm gonna hook up my dry tent. The 4x8 is gonna be the dry tent. Right now, as you see, I got just one of my little Mr. Stinkies in here. Which turned out pretty fire. I took it down at day 57 just to see. I hit it with water, pure water, for 3 days. I needed something to smoke quick. Which is looking pretty banging. But anyways, let's get to what we're doing in the video here. Woo. Sorry, it's a little shaky, guys. I'm trying to work on the shakiness, so I'm using a tripod. So this is what we're gonna be doing, guys. I'm gonna be turning this into a dry tent. We're gonna hook up the smart control, or the power strip, and we're gonna put a dehumidifier in here. I'm gonna run my central air from the 5x5 tent. I'm gonna run it into here. All that from one little gallon pot. A couple ounces for sure. And then I got this whole... Anyways, we're gonna put my central air right here. I have it running into the tent right now, but I'll be running this into this tent, which it'll keep it around 60 degrees. And then I have an inline fan that will be plugging into the power strip. Filter, everything goes right outside. That's actually underneath my house, and then it's pushed out the side of my house. And then we'll hook up the dehumidifier in here as well, and I'll hook everything up to run as humidity and temperature. So you just need 3 things and a power strip, and you can turn any tent into a automatic dry tent, guys. Super simple. All you need, like I said, is a power strip. I'm gonna move this light. All you need is a power strip. The reason why you use a power strip, unless you have matching equipment like all spider farmer, everything, a dehumidifier, an air conditioner, and the inline fan, then you can use the smart controller. But if you don't have that, then you can opt for the power strip, and you can use any dehumidifier. You can use, as long as it turns on as soon as power gets to it. Any fan, as long as like I said, as long as power will turn it on, and you don't have to like hit a button to turn it on. Some of them you can automatically turn on. Once it hits power, it'll turn on, boom. So those 3 things are what you're gonna need. I'm not using an air conditioner. I'm gonna use my central air, which will be a little harder to control, but with this smart controller or the power strip, you can dial that in right on the app. If you've never done it before, I suggest, you know, do a little dry run, but you got to compensate for the humidity that the plants are going to, you know, produce, because they are wet as shit. especially if you're in hydro. They're super wet. Like right now, the lung room, I got all the tents open. It is 64% and 70 degrees. That's what it currently is down here in the lung room, the main room that I have all my tents sitting in. It's like a little square that I created. Kind of cut it off. It's a little open. So that's the temps. So I run the air in there. It's got a little 4-inch like helper fan. I think it's like 35 CFM or CFF, however, whatever that is. I see it CFM. Or 60 or something like that. It's not that powerful, right? But it works. It helps push the cold air. My central air basically stays on at all times. You know how central air works, especially when it's super hot. So that's the plan, guys. Alright, so now we're back in the Spider Farmer 4x4. Now that you know all the kinds that we have going here. Now, I did have spider mites over next door here in the 5x5. So, I've been working on everything separately. And I'm gonna have to quarantine this tent for like a week once I chop this down. We are on week 9 right now, day 57 today, right? Yes. So, once we hit the end of this run right here this week, we're gonna have straight water. In 3 days I will put straight water in the reservoir, 25-30 gallons of straight water, pH'd at 5.8 is what I've been running it at. Right now we are using Ripen. We are at a 5.9 the last time I looked. 5.8, 5.9. It was bouncing back and forth. And because I have an air stone in there, and it was 820 ppms, guys, and we were at 1200 ppms at our peak. So you can see them starting to fade. So this is it. They are super duper frosty, as you've seen in the little video we just did. I did chop down one of the Mr. Stinkies, and we're left with the more leafier pheno. That was super dark. It smells super stanky, garlicky, just real ranky. I'm loving it, and it's super frosty. Just this pheno has more leaf ratio, than bud. It like comes out of the bud, the leaves. But it's super duper frosty, purple, super stinky, and we got us a male of that, and she's a rocking and rolling right now outside. I'm gonna be collecting all her pollen, and then we have a couple surprises out there as well, making some seeds. So this winter, we'll have our own crosses going on our way to creating our own kind, guys. Well, kinds of. This is the utterly strawberry and the blizzard. Last week, so we'll be flushing them out with pure water. I normally don't do that, but I'm going to do it for 3 days. I'm going to run pure water for 3 days. So in 3 days is when we will start that. And prior to that, we are going to be dropping our ppms. Like tomorrow, I'll add 10 gallons. I'm sure we'll be about 10 gallons low. So I'll add 10 gallons of water to the 25 gallons, which should be 15 in there tomorrow morning. So I'll add 10 more of pure water, and we'll adjust the pH, and that will be it, guys. Remember, this video is sponsored by Spider Farmer. You can use code STICKY10 for your 8% savings. You can use the code on Amazon as well, but you should just go straight to the Spider Farmer store, to their site, spiderfarmer.com. Code STICKY10, baby. Code STICKY10 over at all platforms that you know that we mess around with. You know. If you know, you know, you know. Alright, guys. I appreciate everybody for watching, liking, subscribing, and sharing, commenting on my videos. I hope you guys like that bud porn. I'm not trying to make my videos too long anymore. I love you guys. You guys stay safe and be well. Our next video I'll be making in a few more days. I will try to get it out on Sunday. And I know I slacked last Sunday, but our next video I'm going to do the smart controller. And maybe the power strip as well. And we're going to hook up our dry tent. Let me know what you guys think about this new idea I did right here. I've never seen anybody do this. The solo cups with the hydrogen rocks. There is no dirt, there is no soil. It is hydrogen rocks and a rapid rooter plug, a cube, Rockwell cube, whatever you want to call it. One of those little squares, man. Yeah, one of them. That's all it's in there. It's right at the very bottom of the cup. A little line of rocks at the bottom, then the cube, and then I fill it with rocks. Starting to look a lot better than they did when we first took them out. We did have to kill off all the mites and the eggs. Everything is super duper good now. This was the carrier right here, Platinum Gushers, you little punks. But I appreciate you guys, and we will see you on the next one. I'll see you in that comment section. Peace. Be nice to your neighbors, guys. Woo, little shaky, 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 shaky. Alright guys, be nice to your neighbors.
Ding 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 na na boy. Ding ding na 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 ding boy na 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 ding boy. Stand up boy, stand up boy. Oh yeah yeah yeah. Gonna need you more, gonna need you more. While we grow, and this is why we grow. While we grow, while we grow, while we grow. Sting ding na na mo. While we grow, this is why we grow. Sting na na mo, and this is how it goes. That's the way we grow. That's the way we grow. And this is why we grow. This is why we grow, and this is why we grow.
First off, I don't support corporations. I'm a local Mendo farmer growing my personal medication.
You don't want no part of it, see? You know what I mean? Yeah, see? Yeah, see? We got a big load of Mendo dope coming in from the west, you see?
And I want you fairies to blow this job, get it? Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. leave you in the garden with crimson clover, bubble vetch, you see? Yeah.
I'm the biggest, toughest mobster on the south side, see? Anyone who crosses me gets a Louisville Slugger, sans lubrication. I got another one for you.
Yeah. You cross the line, see? You probably still have the water in your plant, see? Yeah. Buddy, old pal. I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. Yeah, I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. You think you got a little money so you can play the game, huh? Yeah. Back in the day, you'd have to put some respect on the name. Yeah, see? You claim you're the baddest around. You think you're big talks of the town, see?
You can't do that, Rocky. You got away with it?
Smoke that bullshit. You can take that weed back where you grew it. Take it back. Don't want that bullshit. You growing with them chemicals and we knew it. We knew it. Don't smoke that bullshit. You can take that weed back where you grew it.
I'm giving you 2 seconds to give me the dough, see?
We don't want that bullshit. Man, this is madness. I'm about to go savage. I got dope in my baggage, better than all the average. Hit the guava, I backflip. Farmer style, my tactic. Chronic smoke is a habit. Yeah, this girl is the baddest, going over the ladder. I'm leaving the stratosphere. I'm in my ganja gear, putting dope in your ear. Yeah, the industry is changing, but I got no fear. Cause the real cultivators, yeah, they stay right here and won't move. Yeah, we won't lose. I'm leaving a legacy. Mud on my shoes. What I'm teaching, just carry it on. Take the knowledge with you that I'm giving. Just please remember me when I'm gone. Every song that I sing, I see that I start. It's all been part of the plan. I'm a motivator and I inspire. Cause I work as hard as I can. Standing my ground and I'll never give up. It don't matter how many times they knock you down. All that matters is getting back up. Try again and shake off the dust. Pain from the cuffs tied on my wrist. Didn't stop me from raising my fist. Didn't stop me from putting my life on the line. I'm just helping this culture exist. Raising my kids and they growing up quick. Life is a trip, I don't need any drugs. Sometimes I wish I could just slow down the time, but I'm speeding through all of these bumps. Weed is a gift, say what you want, but without it I probably would have been 6 feet in the ground, caught in the mix. Looking at me like I couldn't be fixed. Done with the tricks, gave them the real. Ain't in it to ball, I'm just paying the bills. Raising my voice when I say how I feel. Tired of how they've been treating us still. Defeating You were still in diapers. I don't know what happened, but the game has changed. But you know us, we always gonna stay the same. Rooted deep, Mendo dope. You were still in diapers. How it used to be. I've been in it for a minute, this ain't new to me. Everything I do is for my culture and community. A cannabis judge, no there ain't no overruling me. This how it used to be. Gorilla growing in the mountains, then you move a peak. Stack chips, reinvest, this is who I be. A farmer from the cuts, been thinking about it, puffing on this blunt. This is how it used to be. Richard Petty as I race to the spot and let the tree burn steady. Legends never die, yo. Words I flip hit like deep impact. Drop game, soak it in, yeah, kickback. Talk that shit, I dig that. Been in the field, hip-hop, I spit that. This one is for the legends. I rep that 707. Outlaws, yeah, who I'm representing. Jank Soldier, this is Armageddon. Now the way I speak, you can hear, I feel the ghost of reek. Channels through me when I ride these streets. Feel the music like it's my heartbeat. By the way I grow, you can see that everything I know. Learn from OGs who came before me and kept it low-key to make that dope. Dope. Mendo dope. Yo, let me serve 'em. Mendo dope in a blunt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me serve 'em. Mendo dope. Yeah. Mendo dope in a blunt. I'ma burn 'em. Mendo dope. Light it up. Yeah. Let me serve 'em. Mendo dope. OD. Yo. I'm from the woods, but I made it out. Carved my name in the game, never faded out. No, I ain't on a Mercedes route, four-wheel cutting through the mud pit, swanging out. Never will my flame be out, blunt still burning at the airport, spacing out. Catch 'em on a paper route, clock switching time zone, bounce to another state, you up in my zone. Wise guy, money clips, tight circle, I don't roll with loose lips, wonder why I'm ruthless, laced by the gangster of the year. My bro's got a whole lot of high grade, the dope spot. His room's like a smoke shop. He puffs loud and won't stop. Sold rocks of hashish and cooked weed on stovetops. Clean whips he showed off. Too fast for slow cops. Bro's got the code lock, not with the slow talk. Pull up in smoke clouds and looks like he's dozed off. Bro's got the hose hot. Patron did faux shots. Hopped in the whip, did a dip round the roadblock.